Welcome to the Baylor Rhodes Encounter. It's your boy Baylor Rhodes with another episode. Episode 4, let's talk about K. Michelle, the man hater. No video dialogue in this episode because I don't want to subject my audience to that nonsense. K. Michelle pulled up to V103, the People Station in Atlanta. Shout out to them. She said some very interesting thing about men. But most men and women need to hear how some women think and take no accountability. K. Michelle is a 3.5 to me. Not the typical woman I would bat an eye at. But I will not hate every 3.5 that comes my way. I wouldn't say that there's no good 3s or 4s. Just an honest example for what you are about to hear. The host asked her, "What's your trauma?" And she answered, "Men," which is not the wildest thing us men have ever heard. 49% of the world's population just shook their head. But what she said next was insane. Lack self-esteem, and men were in the middle of that. I already see the lack of accountability here. No, men are not the cause of your self-esteem issues. K. Michelle, you are. She has to find a mirror and correct herself before blaming men for the lack of acceptance. Yes, there are toxic men. Unfortunately, K. Michelle, that's your fault for choosing them. No one person told you to get in a relationship after relationship, get surgery after surgery. Those are personal choices. No one forced you to do anything. She goes on to say she thinks men aren't good people. Her emotional response is cheating, which goes back to the man she chose. Someone hurt her, and she's mad at men. Poor thing. A more logical response would have been, I've made some really bad decisions when choosing men in my life, and they cheated on me, and those actions hurt me. Not only does she think men are not good people, but she has a son. I wonder how he feels hearing that. But she's more concerned about him dating a white girl. Here we go with the race baiting. If you want equality, a person should be able to date anyone of any race. If you hold that person to date their own race, that's segregation and racist. That means you believe that your race is superior and a person should only date that superiority. If there is no prejudice or race tied to this, she would have said, he ran off with some girl without my permission. The girl's race wouldn't have mattered. Black women hate when black men date outside the race. But when you act like this, it's not hard to see why. Another crazy thing she said was, the men around her are supposed to protect her. Nope. Excuse me, bitch? It is not my responsibility or any other man's responsibility to protect you. I'm not about to be running around here trying to protect every woman I see. That's foolishness. The reasoning for this is their mom didn't raise them. There's a high probability that their mom raised them, especially in the black community. Once again, lack of accountability. This is what emotional thinking sounds. I'm going to talk about a teacher whose husband made her get a big letter. He didn't make her. Point of questioning had the choice to say no. She did it because she loved him. Two different things. Made is forced, and I guarantee he didn't force her. Once again, a lack of accountability. K. Michelle herself has butt and plastic surgery. In conclusion, let's wrap this up. The lack of accountability and logic is making my head hurt. She cheated as well, which is one of the reasons why she thinks men aren't good people. Men need to be raised by their mothers, but she doesn't want to raise her son or another boy. Just self-inflicted, illogical, over-emotional rhetoric. But we show love here. Go check out her latest album, All Monsters Are Human, on all streaming platforms. Go check her out on IG at k.michelle. Share your opinion in the comment section below, like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, this has been a Baylor Rhodes Encounter.